All right, guys, so it is no secret. The euro is absolutely flying high here this morning. And you can see, I mean, from the lows here, we are currently seeing a move of 85 pips to the upside. And if we go look at the market heat map, you can see it's the same thing here. You've got pound pairs making moves higher. You've got euro pairs, euro Aussie, pound yen, pound CAD, euro dollar. Let's talk a little bit about this and whether or not I actually think that this rally will last, or if this is something that I think we should be selling into. Should we, consider the downside here could continue? I'm going to go into all of that here today, but it's just an impressive thing to look across the board here. Here's like Euro Aussie making a screaming move to the upside, Euro CHF, you've got Euro CAD, and between the two of them, it's actually interesting to cross Euro against pound to see what's happening here. And you can see they're relatively even today, not one completely outpacing the other. So the Euro and the pound both really, really strong here as we get into the New York session. Let's first go over the technicals. So we have a beautiful downtrend, right? Very clear. If we use our simple indicator set list here, you can see we've got downward trend. This is the 4-hour chart, by the way. RSI is poking up into an overbought reading, as well as a nice clean downward trend. This to me looks like an opportunity to sell if we're looking purely at technicals, but it doesn't stop there. Let's keep going. So let's go back to just our price chart for a second. And I want to mark out some key levels here on the chart. So you've got this level here, and you've also got this point here on the chart as well. Both of these are what I would consider pretty considerable spots on the chart to look for market pivot points, if you will. So if we draw our fibs from the swing high here, so looking left, if I go ahead and get my fibs from swing high here to swing low, this is sort of the entire move that we saw last week. We saw a really strong downward push for the euro, and now we have price retesting the 50% retracement with that 61.8% retracement just narrowly above. And I personally like a sell trade here. In fact, so much so that I'm about to take a trade. Selling, we're not buying. Selling with a stop loss above. Trade is on. So let's talk about this Euro to USD trade I talked about yesterday. It looks increasingly likely that I could be taken for a stop loss pretty soon for a $1,000 loss in front of the entire YouTube community. So let's go over it. I entered on camera and it was like the perfect entry. Look at this red this little red arrow. This is my entry on my broker. So I sold 285,000 units, 2.85 lots, and immediately this trade basically started going into profit. And for the next several hours, we were up nicely. In fact, up about $800 or $900, I think, maybe at one point on this trade. And then we sort of saw this thing put in the deadly higher low. The higher low that came in that we did not want to see. I wanted to see this thing smother its way back down to the lows and all the bears to celebrate and have a party together. But that's not what we saw. We saw the higher low come in. And of course, it's a higher low. You might say, well, Nick, if you saw a higher low, why don't you just close it right there? Well, we didn't know it was a higher low at that time. But now price is not only coming back up, but it's actually broken above my initial entry level and now even retesting the 61.8%. And this, guys, is my last line of defense. If price breaks through the 61.8% retracement on the Euro USD, that's it. I will die. I'm just kidding. I won't die, but I'll take a stop loss on this trade for $1,000. Okay, guys, so I don't want to speak too soon, but check this out. I'm somehow, hopefully you can see this. Hold on, I'll flip my camera around. You can see it. I'm somehow still alive. It came all the way back from this, that's like a couple pips away from getting my stop hit. I shouldn't speak too soon, but we've come back a long ways, which is an incredible drop, and I'm somehow still in this euro short. Crazy.
I can't believe he's really gone. Dibs on his account, though.
Or what's left of it.
True.
I'm taking the Jeep, though.
That's fair.
So euro dollar, I took my short trade. Things went well for me initially, continuing down, and then of course we found a bottom, and that bottom came in hard, and it really flew right past the highs, took me out of my stop loss, and I took a loss in this trade. So of course it happens, and it's really frustrating when it does happen. But understanding that it's going to happen is important because, again, if you can't understand and accept that no matter how good your trade setup is, sometimes it's just not going to work out, it's going to be a tough road for you as a trader. So let's talk forward thinking. Is the euro dollar still a sell? Well, honestly, the technical perspective idea that I had looked really good. I really still stand by my idea to get short here. Price really worked out initially, just didn't follow through. And this was a sign for me to go ahead and back off this idea of being short bias on the euro. My idea was sell this area, should see a continuation of this trend. Didn't work out. We exploded higher. So now I am not actually looking to sell the euro again. If something else changes, if something sort of flips and we go bearish, then perhaps I look at it a little bit closer. But for now, this thing looks really strong, closing outside of resistance. The euro is going to be one that I avoid for the time being. However, let me show you one trade. Before you go, make sure to check out our free Discord channel linked down below in the description. And if you want to try out some of our products, our software tools here at A1 Trading, we have free versions available also down below in the description. Check them out for yourself down below. Also, if you enjoy our content here, we work really hard behind the scenes to bring this content to you each and every day. And if you enjoy our content, it would mean a lot to us if you hit the thumbs up button before you head out. Thanks for watching.